All right. Are we live?
Yes,
We are live. Well, hey, Rio Norte Junior High School, good afternoon, and welcome to John Crinkle Field right here at the campus of Rio Norte Junior High School as we welcome the 2018 Rio Norte Turkey Bowl. This is our 16th annual event. We've been doing this now ever since 2003. That was our very first Turkey Bowl. Kelly, I don't even think you were born yet in 2003.
Nope.
Not yet. Well, my name is Mr. Ippolito. I'm the advisor for RioTV. I have with me Kelly. Kelly is from Team Nile, and we are so excited to be here today and here's the national anthem. All right, so we're back. Kelly, tell us a little bit about, oh, by the way, I was mentioning Kelly is from Team Nile. And so Kelly, and also on Rio TV, of course. Kelly, tell us a little bit about what we're expecting here in today's Turkey Bowl football game.
Well, in this Turkey Bowl football game, the blue team is expected to be more about speed, and the red team is going to be more about power. And a lot of kids are predicting that the blue team may actually be the one winning this year,
Yes?
like many previous years. And
Well, we'll see. Will the blue team live up to their expectations, or will red make a comeback, be like a Cinderella story, and pull out the big upset win today? We'll find out. So this is our very first time ever doing a live stream. We're super excited to do this here on Rio TV. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to be kind of just setting things up and welcoming you to the game in just a moment. As soon as we've got our producers that are right behind the camera. We've got Ava and Bella right behind the camera, and they're gonna make some sort of motion as soon as it looks like the game is just about ready to start. And once the game is about ready to start, we will move from in front of the camera and we'll go behind the camera. We're gonna continue to narrate and let you know what's going on, try to do as much of a play-by-play as possible. Kelly is gonna be putting on those binoculars so that she can see which players are making what plays. We're going to try to give you as much offense and defense as we possibly can. For right now, I want to go ahead. I think it would be nice, especially for all those families out there. We're going to give a quick shout out to our team members. So I'm going to go ahead and read the red team members to you. Kelly's going to read the blue team members to you. So members for the red team, we've got Adam Azran, we've got Evan Jaquez, AJ Wilkerson, Ryden Rogers, Brandon Botang, Dustin Disney, Declan Sheridan, Kate Penberthy, Jace Bracey, Jahun Lee, Gianmarco Solano, Zach Andrews, Marcus Espinosa, Matthew Lee, Blake Martin, Allison Fontes, Tyler Sabadin, Daniel Corsioni, Dominic Barabbas, Nathan Downs, Connor Ethington, Noah Van Gerpen, Nicholas Acosta, Nathan Lord, Dylan Karpowitz, Zachary Fulp, Brendan Bluff, Jacob Colgan, Nick Kroll, Andres Villafan, Nick Leva, Jacob Lee, and Richard Marquez. And it looks like, do we have a game that's about ready to start?
oh,
All right, I think we do.
Yep.
I hear some music. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to get out of the way. We'll read the blue team roster at our next break, maybe right at the beginning of halftime. We're going to go ahead and move our gear and get behind the camera now so that we can give you this play-by-play and let you know what's going on. All right, so we've got both teams setting up right now. The music is playing. I'm not sure. Do we see who won the coin toss on that? Can we see? It looks like the red team is back to receive. So the blue team will be kicking.
oh,
And so what happened was the red team, they were receiving. They fumbled the reception a little bit. So what we do is generally that's going to be brought out to probably about the 20-yard line or so, and the red team will start first and 10, first down on, or maybe are they starting it right at the goal line? Maybe they are starting it right. No, they're marching it out. So they're going to march it out to about the 20-yard line. All right, so we've got, to start off this first drive, we've got red team on offense, we've got blue team on defense.
Oh.
And looks like red team with about a pickup of 10 yards on the play. I am handing Kelly the binoculars right now, and that'll bring up second down for the red team. We're going to do our very best from the distance that we're at to try to give some players some shout-outs when we can.
Okay. There we go.
Do we know who our red team quarterback is, Kelly?
I believe the red team quarterback. Let me see.
Is that Evan Jaquez?
Yes.
Evan's in a little bit of trouble, but the pass is complete. They pull his flag. I believe, was that Ryden Rogers out there?
That was Ryden Rogers.
So it was Evan Jaquez to Ryden Rogers, and that'll bring up third down. So I think, Kelly, if I remember my Turkey Bowl football rules correctly, unlike regular, if you watch high school, college, or NFL football, you have to go 10 yards, and then after 10 yards, you can get a first down. Here in Turkey Bowl football, I'm pretty sure you need to travel a little bit farther in order to get that first down. And so we've got Evan Jaquez back to pass. And the pass is complete to who, Kelly? Do we see that? Was that...
I think that was Ryden Rogers once again.
Ryden? Okay, so it looks like Ryden Rogers once again on the pass reception. And that was enough for a first down. Yeah, I think in Turkey Bowl football, I want to say that the first downs are... I want to say they're more like 15 or 20-yard first downs, I think. But anyway, nevertheless, we have a first down situation now for the red team. They're in good field position. They're now in blue team territory. And it looks like we got a flag on the play. And a penalty against the red team.
Yep.
Do we see who picked up that short pass and ran it?
It was Solano.
Solano. So Gianmarco Solano with the reception. Good job, Kelly. Thank you.
Oh.
All right. So referee's going to tell us what the... Oh, maybe he won't tell us what the penalty was. Oh. All right, that looks like... Yeah, it looks like about a 5-yard penalty, and we're still at first down. Red team still in offense, right at the 50-yard line.
Solano again.
All right, so that was Evan Jaquez with the handoff to Gianmarco Solano.
Yep.
That was a gain of, I want to say probably 8 or 9 yards on the play. That'll bring up second down for the red team.
Yay.
And also, Kelly, if we get a chance, once we start getting the hang of this thing, since this is our very first live stream ever, if we can pick up maybe who did the tackle. And of course, in Turkey Bowl football, there's no actual tackling, right? We have a safer game here because they don't have any gear, any helmets, or any pads on. So we do have to. It is flag football. So if we're able to pick up who pulled the flag, we can give some credit to some defensive plays as well as best we can. All right, second down now for the red team in blue territory.
Oh.
And that pass is incomplete. So third down and long now for the red team.
So it seems like they make it a touchdown?
Well, it would be, they still have quite a few. We've got probably a good 40 yards left to go for a touchdown, but this red team if they're able to strike first on offense and looked like it was really close to a pick, almost an interception. Pass intended for, I believe that was A.J. Wilkerson was the intended receiver. But I believe that the ball was knocked away. I didn't see any penalty flags on the play. So I think that's probably going to bring up 4th down. And we currently have a man down on the field.
That was Corsione.
So blue team members taking a knee for their teammate. And thankfully he's up and he's doing much better. So a little knocked around there on the defensive play, but looks like we're now at 4th down. And they just need to change the down marker there. And we're now at 4th down. The red team will turn the ball over if they can't either score or get a first down on this play. And the pass is complete. Connected to, was that Connor Effington?
Yes.
So the pass was complete to Connor Effington, and red team gets a first down. The red team, of course, consisting of teams Amazon and Nile. And then the blue team, Kelly, correct me if I'm wrong, it's teams Yukon and Rio Verde? Yes. All right. So Amazon and Nile currently on offense. They are within striking distance, looking to see if they can draw first blood here in the 2018 Turkey Bowl. Pass was complete to Ryden Rogers. Second down, looks like about 8 more yards to go. And the red team certainly in the red zone right now. They are poised to score. And touchdown. So that was Evan Jaquez to Ryden Rogers to Connor Effington. Touchdown, red team. And Kelly, what do you think of that? So here was the red team. They were considered an underdog, and they have scored first here in the 2018 Turkey Bowl. Very exciting if you're a red team fan.
Great.
Certainly if you're a blue team fan, you are you're just now itching for the chance to get onto offense, which is just what they're about to do in just a few moments, and we'll see what the blue team can do when they get possession of the ball. All right, so we are still probably just, 3 minutes or so into the first half of the ball game, and right now the score is 6-0 in favor of the red team. Red team now has the option. Of course, here in flag football, in Turkey Bowl football, there are no goalposts. So you cannot kick a point after, nor can you kick a field goal. So really your option is to go for either 1 or 2.
Oh, received by
And so the point after is good. And now we just need to figure out, was that a 1 or a 2-point conversion? Production team, did we see if that was a 1 or a 2-point? Did you see 1 or 2 fingers up in the air? That's what we're trying to figure out right now.
Wow.
I'm guessing based on the distance from the goal, I believe that was a 1-point conversion.
Yeah, I think it's good.
All right, so just 3 minutes into the ball game, the score is red team 7 and blue team 0.
Woohoo!
While we're in the middle of a break, Kelly, is this a good time? You want to go ahead and share with us the names of our blue team players?
Sure.
Give them a shout out and kind of get a little bit of a preview of the players we're going to be seeing on offense now.
Brandon Fisher, Darren Burleson, Lance Middleman, Preston Huntsinger, Owen Adden, Max Stroh, Max Pearson, Morgan Malloy, Sutton Simonian, Lennox Lavalle, Jack Geiser, Maurice Pitts, Sarah Ina, Josh Book, Ryan Park, JJ Celentano, Cameron Fontal. Oh, looks. Oh.
All right, and so blue team with a big run back on that play. Do we happen to catch who did the run back, Kelly? I know you were so focused. That's all right. Big run back for the blue team. Blue team runs it almost all the way. It looks like they probably, that ball is spotted around almost the 40-yard line. So the blue team is going to have good field position here with their first time on offense here. And Kelly, who was that running back for the blue team?
Josh Book.
Okay, so that was Josh Book. Josh Book with a big run for the blue team. Big offense here to start their first drive. Looks like that ball's going to be spotted right around the red team 40-yard line. And big start for the blue team. All right, a tangle of players there. Who was the ball handler on that one there, Kelly?
I couldn't tell, actually.
All right, hey, that's okay. But again, some more big offense for the blue team. Again, another big play for the blue team. Once again, they have first down. They're deep in red territory. Looks like they're right around the red team. I'm going to guess 15-yard line or so. And the blue team looking to pick up a quick score here to respond to the red team's offense. Kelly, who's our blue team quarterback? Was that Dylan Kelly?
Dylan Kelly.
Dylan Kelly, and then who did he pitch the ball to?
I believe Josh Book.
Josh Book once again on the run for the blue team. Looks like we've got second down and about 8 yards to go. Blue team in the red zone, knocking on the door for that score. No, pass is incomplete. Pass from Dylan Kelly to, do we know who that intended receiver was, Kelly?
No.
All right. Incomplete pass. That'll bring up 3rd and 8 now for the blue team. And so we want to take a moment to give a quick shout out to all of our teams watching, all of our 7th graders, 7th grade teachers, 7th grade teams, all of our families. We thank you so much for joining us here on the live stream. And we hope you're enjoying the 2018 Turkey Bowl. Oh, pass is incomplete.
That was to Ralph Testa.
Ralph Testa was the intended receiver on the play. So close. Good defense on the part of the red team. That'll bring up 4th down now for the blue team. All right, Dylan Kelly and his offense setting up one more time, one final opportunity here on 4th down. And incomplete, and once again, great job by the red team defense. So the ball turns over. The blue team was unable to convert on 4 downs, and the red team will take over first down on their own 8-yard line. So Kelly, question for you. Do you know what we are looking forward to at halftime?
Oh, the cheerleaders doing their Cotton Eye Joe dance.
All right, very good. So we're looking forward to the Cotton Eye Joe and big halftime performance from our Turkey Bowl cheerleaders. All right, red team now back on offense. Evan Jaquez completes his pass to A.J. Wilkerson.
Calling it a first down.
And first down, red team. All right, so that was a handoff that time to the running back. Who was that running back again, Kelly?
That is Solano.
For the red team, that was Gianmarco Solano with the run for the red team. Pickup of a couple yards. That's second down now. And we're hearing on the field there are currently 4 minutes remaining here in the first half of the ball game. Good defense by the blue team. Jaquez under pressure. Pass is incomplete. That'll bring up third down now for the red team. Red team offense stepping up to the line. Oop. And flag on the play. Blue team jumped a little early that time. And it looks like we're just going to have an offsides call. 5-yard penalty in favor of the red team. Still third down. That was quite a play. So that was Jaquez connecting to Dustin Disney. Dustin Disney with his first pass reception of the Turkey Bowl. There was a flag on the play. And it looks like a holding call against the blue team. Oh, no? Who was the holding call against?
Not quite sure.
First, looked like that our referee was indicating that it was against the red team. Let's figure out. Oh,
Actually, it might. I think it is.
now he's pointing to the red team. And unfortunately, that big gain is going to get pushed back, it looks like. Well, the down marker says first down, and that's very confusing. I think we should be replaying third down. Oh, first down before the penalty. Okay, so that makes sense now. Jaquez back to pass. Jaquez in a little bit of trouble. Pass is incomplete. That'll bring up second down. Well, for those of you teachers who are joining us right now on the live stream, would love to get your thoughts. If you want to email Mr. Ippolito, would love to get your thoughts on the quality of our live stream. And if you email me, I'll even give your class a shout out. Would love to do that. Jaquez under pressure. Looks like that could have been counted as a forward pass, so we're just going to call that incomplete, and that'll bring up third down for the red team. So like I said, teachers, hey, 7th grade teachers, if you're watching over there on the Rio Norte campus, we'd love to give your class a shout out. Go ahead and email Mr. Ippolito and just say, hey, give a shout out to this class, and we'll make sure we do it, because I got my phone all ready to give your 7th grade homeroom a special shout out right here on the live stream. Evan Jaquez back to pass.
Oh.
That was great defense. Hey, Kelly, did you see the player who was defending A.J. Wilkerson right there?
No,
That blue
not
team
quite,
player?
Not quite yet, but I will.
He's right on the 50-yard line right now. He just gave a fist bump to one of his teammates.
Is he, you know where he went?
Now he's among the crowd. Anyway, that was a great defensive play.
I think
Wilkerson.
it might have been Morgan Malloy.
All right, well, we're going to go ahead and we'll give Morgan Malloy the credit on that defensive play. Hey, and we're going to give Ms. Stouch's homeroom a shout out. Ms. Stouch, we got Ms. Hooper's homeroom, and we're going to give Ms. Mystery's homeroom a shout out as well. Thank you so much for watching the live stream. Mrs. Ratliff, hey, we're giving you a shout out. Ms. Ferrier, we're going to give you a shout out as well. Thank you so much joining us all the way across the campus in room P6. And glad the live feed is working well so far. 4th down right now for the red team. Mrs. Cooper's homeroom, we're going to give you a shout out. Thank you, Ms. Reike, for that. And this is going to be a punt. It's our first punt of the game.
Oh, caught by Lennox.
And caught by who?
Lennox Lavalle.
And that was Lennox Lavalle with the punt return. A short return, but the punt return is going to give the blue team good field position, but we're getting really close to halftime now. So blue team has to think strategically, because any moment now, I think we've got to be. It's just going to be a matter of, Oh, okay. So, according to what I'm hearing, by the way, big shout out to Mr. Sheridan. Mr. Sheridan's doing the play-by-play down on the field with one of his ASB students. So, Mr. Sheridan is indicating to us that they're going to replay the down. Apparently, there was some confusion on the kickoff, or excuse me, on the punt. This is a 4th down punt, and so they weren't quite sure what was going on. And so now we do know what's going on. And so you can't tackle the punter. You got to leave the punter clear to punt the ball. So here we go. Once again, 4th down for the red team. And there's a punt. And that punt is going to go out of bounds. So we're going to mark where the ball went out of bounds. And we're going to give, we'll give the blue team a few extra yards there for it going out of bounds. And this is going to be, from what I hear on the field, Kelly, this is going to be the final play of the game, unless there's the first half. Thank you. Thanks, Kelly. Not of the game. We're not quite done with the game just yet. We still got one more half of football left. We have a halftime show and, of course, one final play here in the first half of the ball game. Blue team now trying to figure out what their strategy is going to be. How do you make the most of just one offensive play? You know, the blue team, as we've seen, very powerful team. Blue team, a lot of speed, and let's see what they can do with just one play here before halftime. Blue team looks like they got about 10 yards, it looks like, from where the ball went out of bounds. That's a power throw. Oh, and great defense. So who was that? Do we happen to see who the red team player was that broke up that pass, Kelly? The defense was good, whoever that was. That was a great defensive play.
Matthew Lee.
Was that Matthew Lee? Matthew Lee. We're going to give credit to Matthew Lee. And now, at the end of one half of play, the score is red team 7 and blue team still scoreless. And Kelly, what an exciting turn of events here. If you're a red team fan, you are really excited. If you're a blue team fan, then you're just waiting for that moment to strike. You know that you've got it in you. The blue team, big expectations placed on the shoulders of this blue team, and of course a lot of really talented players in the blue team. So we'll see what the blue team can do here in the second half of the ball game. But right now we've got the Turkey Bowl cheerleaders. They're coming out. You've got red cheerleaders and blue cheerleaders. Now, because we are on the opposite side of the field, we're up on the hill so we can get a better vantage point. I think you're going to see the performance from the other side. They're going to be facing the audience, the live audience, but you'll still be able to enjoy the halftime show from our Turkey Bowl cheerleaders. All right, so those were our Rio Norte Turkey Bowl cheerleaders. We got the red team cheerleaders. We got the blue team cheerleaders. Want to give them both a big shout out and a great job and a great performance. Thank you, Turkey Bowl cheerleaders. So, hey, I think we want to catch up on some shout outs. First of all, I want to give a shout out to Ms. Groller's class. Ms. Groller over there in room P3.
Woohoo!
Big shout out to Ms. Groller's class. And then Mrs. Reike, who's over there in Ms. Cooper's class, she asked the question, can the camera go closer? Well, Ms. Reike, not this year. We're just, this is kind of an experiment for the first time. But Ms. Reike, we will be, now that we know that it works and we're super excited that this works, we can, we'll try to experiment with some fancier technology next year and maybe some zoom lenses. And who knows, if anybody has any connections with NBC Sports, ESPN, Fox Sports, anybody has any connections and they want to hook us up with some, some of the fancy sports cameras, then we would certainly love to bring you an even better high definition version of the Turkey Bowl next year. But hey, make a little bit of progress each year. Alrighty, so we are, as you can see, if you can see them just coming into frame right now, we get the red team. They were just in their huddle, their halftime huddle. We have two coaches for the red team. Kelly, who are the coaches for the red team?
It's History Stroh and Mr. Yassaman.
Got it. So Mr. Yassaman, PE teacher, Mr. History Stroh. I think someone also described him as the Mr. Stroh with hair.
Yep.
So we've got Yassaman and Stroh with hair as the coaches for the red team. And then over here on the blue team, who are our blue team coaches, Kelly?
Well, our blue team is Hairless Stroh.
Yes, PE Stroh.
And I'm not quite sure the other teacher.
Is it Burleson? Is Burleson, or is Burleson over here on the? No, it is Burleson.
It is
I'm pretty sure.
Burleson.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Mr. Burleson.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got two PE teachers over here on the blue side, Burleson and Stroh, and then history teacher Stroh and PE teacher Yassaman over here on the as the red team coaches. Very exciting Turkey Bowl so far. Action-packed, a lot of drama for the first half of the ball game. Kelly, speaking of the blue team, I think we stopped. We wanted to make sure we give every player a shout-out. So I think where did we stop, Kelly? Do you remember on your?
We stopped at Cameron Fontal.
Got it. So hey, why don't we go ahead and finish giving? Let's finish giving the blue team a shout-out, just so parents, family members, grandparents who are watching, they make sure that we give every blue team member a shout out before the second half begins.
Okay, so Ryan Knight, Jack Wilson, Ralph Testa, Amelia Haydemack,
Is that Trenton Anderley?
Mason Ortega,
Benjamin Karstensen?
Max Muffet, Dylan Kelly, Jeremy Cruz, and Alex Munoz.
Nice. Well, Kelly, thanks so much. And we want to try to give every player a shout out. Not every player gets a chance to play, and they hopefully try to maybe get them in for at least a play or two. But we definitely want to make sure that all these players, they work hard, they practice. They've been practicing for several weeks now. We want to make sure that they all get some credit and recognition. We're also going to give a shout out. I see our RioTV team down in the field. So if you watch the show, we're going to give a shout out. We've got down there, I see it looks like Curtis, Connor, Maddox. We've got Jeremy, Matthew, and is that
Maybe
Kelvin down there as well? Yeah, possibly Blake. Anyway, we're going to give them a shout out as well and a big thank you. So what you're going to see when you go to RioTV on Monday and you watch the show on Monday, you're going to be able to see a highlight video that is going to be produced by Connor Hensey. Super excited to see the highlight video when we watch RioTV. So tune in next Monday after we come back from the Thanksgiving holiday to check out the highlight film courtesy of RioTV. All right, so as you know, red team received in the first half, so blue team is now receiving in the second half. A little bit of a fumble on that reception, but I think the ball was whistled dead. So the blue team will take over on offense, 1st and 10, and it looks like about their 15-yard line. For those of you familiar with any level of football, whether you've watched high school, college, or pros, or a previous Turkey Bowl, you know that we always switch sides at the half. So the blue team, they will now be facing east, red team facing west for the second half of the ball game. And looks like that was a pass from Dylan Kelly, incomplete. So that'll bring up second down for the blue team. Just got a bit of a breeze kick up here on the field. We are now tightening the tripod so that the iPad doesn't go flying again. So I think we're back in business. Blue team picked up a few yards, but still not enough for a first down. So it's going to be third down for the blue team. I was so caught off guard by the wind, Kelly. Did we see who made that offensive play on that the last play?
Yes, it was passed to Josh Book.
Oh, nice. Thank you. So Dylan Kelly's pass complete to Josh Book. Pickup of maybe 7 or 8 yards on that play. That'll bring up third down now for the blue team. Matthew Lee, yes.
Dylan Kelly's flag.
Nice. So you're saying that Matthew Lee was on defense on that one. Very good. Thank you. We can still call it a tackle, I suppose, even though we're not tackling. Matthew Lee with the defensive play for the red team. But enough for a first down for the blue team. All right, blue team on first down. So the pass was complete to Josh Book, but there was a fumble on the play.
Looks like the fumble was Lennox.
So we're going to give credit to, that was Lennox LaValle. No. Oh, was the pass? The pass was to Lennox LaValle?
No, the pass was to Josh Book.
Got it. I thought Lennox LaValle was on the blue team.
Nope.
Oh, well, then I'm confused.
Oh, wait, actually, just kidding.
Okay.
Just kidding.
Just
Whoa,
kidding.
crazy.
It's all good. Anyway, nevertheless, the ball was spotted on the point of the fumble, which still gave the blue team the first down. Second down for the blue team. Blue team really looking to pick up a score on this drive. I would say probably about 9 yards left until the goal line for the blue team. So Kelly pitched it to Book. Looked like there was a flag on the play. And the penalty is charged against the blue team. I'm wondering if maybe that was a holding penalty against the blue team. I think in the pros, holding is a 10-yard penalty. And so 10-yard penalty against the blue team, and we're going to repeat second down. Kelly's pass was complete. Kelly, can you tell us who the receiver was for the blue team on that play?
Looks like it was maybe Lance.
All right. We're going to give credit to Lance Middleman on the play, on the pass reception. 3rd down and about a yard to go for the blue team. And was that a touchdown? I see blue team. No, refs are not calling it, just short of the goal line, which brings up 4th down. Outstanding defense on the part of the red team. Blue team's so close. It is 4th and inches right now. And it looks like a timeout called by the red team. So we're about 4 or 5 minutes into the second half of the ball game, and the score is still red team 7 and blue team 0.
Yay!
Hey, so since we have this time, Kelly, I think we're going to talk a little bit, give ASB a shout out. ASB did a lot, of course, to help set up. We got that beautiful balloon arch out there, did a lot to help set up for this game. Another thing ASB is working on, Kelly, is they're working on the fire and ice dance. Are you excited about that dance?
Very excited.
Are you planning to go to that dance, Kelly?
Yes, of course.
Awesome. Well, so Kelly, when exactly is that fire and ice dance?
It's Friday, December 14th from 6 to 8 p.m.
Nice. And when do tickets go on sale, Kelly?
Next week, and they're $10.
Nice. But if you wait until the day of the dance, they are
$25.
You don't want to miss it. And there is a touchdown by the blue team. Speaking of fire and ice, red versus blue, it doesn't get much closer than this. The only way it would get closer, of course, is if the blue team converted, scored either a 1 or 2 point conversion on this next play. And if blue team can score the 1 point conversion, they'll tie the ball game. If they score a 2 point conversion, they will go ahead by a score of 8-7. Right now, the score is 7-6 in favor of the red team. And so we're going to see what happens right here. Now, of course, like we mentioned on the last touchdown, the red team touchdown. Here, let's watch this. Let's watch this right now. Hand off to Kelly, and Kelly connects to, who was that receiver over there?
Didn't quite catch it.
All right. Anyway, nevertheless, that was a conversion. Now, this is my first time in a while checking out the Rio Norte Turkey Bowl, so I'm not sure if we also do 2 point conversions here. If it's one, if you have the option of 1 or 2. I think that appeared to be a 1 point conversion, which means about halfway through the second half of the ball game, we have a tie ball game.
Ah!
Oh my goodness, so exciting. And of course, for a Turkey Bowl, you always want an exciting game. You never want a blowout. And so this is certainly an exciting game. Blue team.
Very unexpected.
I know, very much so. And so the blue team has just scored. The score is now tied 7-7. If you're having a little trouble, because our camera is going right into the sun, so if you're having a little trouble figuring out who's red and who's blue, the red team is going left to right on your screen, the blue team going right to left. Blue team kicking off to red. And the ball will be whistled dead. There was no reception on the kickoff, so the ball will just be whistled dead. And we're going to call that a first down for the red team.
Yay!
Red team offense now taking over. Not quite sure how much time is left in the game, Kelly, but not a whole lot of time. I can't imagine. Right now, our time on the clock is 12:40. I know that school ends today at 1 o'clock. And I have a feeling that this, we maybe have 5 or 6 minutes left on the game clock. But maybe we'll find out on the field.
Solano.
All right, so Gianmarco Solano, he got the pass reception from Evan Jaquez. Pass was complete, and I think I heard Sutton Simonian was with the defensive play, pulled the flag on that play, which was good for the blue team, because had Solano kept running, he really could have picked up some big yards. Nevertheless, red team picks up a first down. That time it was a handoff to Ryden Rogers. Ryden Rogers swung out to the left side of the field. Pickup of about 4 or 5 yards in the play. So that'll bring up second down now for the red team. Red team cheerleaders, looks like they are getting into position to try to muster up some enthusiasm there over on the red side. Tie ball game, but red team could be the next to score on this drive. Jaquez back to pass. Jaquez connects to A.J. Wilkerson. Quick flag pull by Simonian for the blue team.
Wow.
So Wilkerson with the pass reception. And that'll bring up third down now for the red team. Jaquez to Wilkerson. A.J. Wilkerson. That was about a 30-yard play. Big play. Jaquez connecting to A.J. Wilkerson. A big first down for the red team. And so, Kelly, if you're a red team fan, how are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling great. It's just amazing because we really weren't expecting that amazingness.
I know. Pretty amazing. And so if you're a blue team fan, obviously you're really hoping for defense right now. You're hoping to hold the red team. Jaquez to Wilkerson, Jaquez to Ryden Rogers. Let's see, who's it going to be? This time it's Jaquez to Rogers. And there's a flag on the play.
Flag was pulled by Malloy.
Malloy, thank you, with the tackle for the blue team. And it looks like, Kelly, I think the penalty was against the red team.
Oh.
I'm guessing it was probably a holding penalty. All right, so 10-yard penalty. We're going to repeat first down. Red team still within striking distance, about 20 yards away from the goal. All right, Jaquez back to pass.
Pass to Disney. Oh, yeah.
And touchdown,
Touchdown
red
for
team.
Woo! That was to Disney.
That was, so the pass was complete. Evan Jaquez connecting to Dustin Disney. Now, Kelly, as announcers, we are supposed to remain neutral.
Oh.
And we're not supposed to cheer for one side or the other. But, Kelly, we do understand that you are from Team Nile. And is Dustin from Team Nile as well? See Nile or Amazon?
I don't know.
Don't know, okay. But representing the red team nevertheless. And so your excitement is, of course, understandable, Kelly. All right, so score now 13-7 in favor of the red team. And of course, if you're the blue team, you're trying your absolute best to make sure that the red team does not convert. Because if they don't convert, then blue team still would have a chance to win this with a touchdown and a conversion. Jaquez once again back, connects to Disney, and the conversion is successful. Now, Kelly, did I hear Mr. Sheridan correctly? Did he say that was a 2-point play?
Well, it's 16-8.
16-8. So, hey, so we're gonna have to make a correction because I wasn't able to track the 1-point versus 2-point. But I am hearing from the official word on the field, Mr. Sheridan is saying that currently our score is 16-8. So all of the touchdowns, Kelly, that we've had so far, they've been doing 2-point conversions. So that all makes sense we are now in a 16-8 situation. What 16-8 means, red team 16 and blue team 8. We have just a couple minutes remaining here in the ball game. So now at this point, what this means is the blue team not only needs to score a touchdown, Kelly, not only need to score a 1-point conversion, Kelly, but they need to score a 2-point conversion just to tie the ball game.
Wow.
If you're a red team fan, you're obviously feeling really good right now. If you're a blue team fan, you're a little nervous. But if you are a Rio Norte fan, you're of course having a great time no matter which team you're rooting for, because this is one fun afternoon of football. That was an exciting pitch. Blue team picking up some considerable extra yardage. So I thought that was Jackson. I'm going to now confirm that that was Jackson. So Mr. Sheridan and Jackson, a student from ASB, both on the play-by-play down on the field. So we're going to give Jackson from ASB a shout out. And really all of ASB. They do a lot for this school, putting on dances, lunchtime activities, the pep rally earlier today, along with the PE department. Thank you so much to Rio Norte ASB for all you do to help make a positive school culture here at Rio Norte. Pass incomplete. Who was the intended receiver there, Kelly? Can you?
Ralph Testa.
So Ralph Testa, the intended receiver. Dylan Kelly really unloaded. Great arm on that kid. But unfortunately, he was unable to connect to Testa. And so that'll bring up second down for the blue team. Production team, I'm going to ask you to keep an ear out, see if we can hear how much time is left. Because that certainly time is a critical factor right now, this late in the ball game. Bell rings in 12 minutes, so Matthew Lee on the defense for the red team. Was that Book?
Yes.
Okay, so the run by Josh Book for the blue team picked up some big yards and picked up a first down, a very much needed critical first down for the blue team. Half a minute left, 30 seconds left in the ball game? No way.
Wow.
Hey, gonna give a shout out to Cameron Ely. Thank you so much. We've got Cameron Ely, Bella DeVita, we've got Ava, all right here on my production team. Ava Gabriel, sorry Ava. Ava's shaking her head. Mr. Ippolito, I can't believe you forgot my last name. All right, that pass is incomplete. Ava, I appreciate you as well. Kelly Frank here doing the play-by-play.
Not very good at it.
Oh, Kelly, you're
doing it.
Kelly, you're doing a great job. I appreciate you. Thank you. Did we say 30 seconds or a minute 30? What did they just say? Minute 30. Okay.
Minute 30.
Minute 30 left. That gives the blue team a little bit more of a chance. Second down. The ball is intercepted. All right, so who was that, Kelly, who just made the interception over there?
Looks like it's Brendan Bluff.
Brendan Bluff. Brendan Bluff with a big red team interception. Wow. So big play for the red team. They're going to take over. First down on their own 46-yard line. If you're a blue team fan, you are hoping beyond hope that you're going to pick up some kind of turnover, a fumble or an interception. If you're a red team, I think the strategy right now is simply to keep the ball on the ground, play it conservative. Solano takes the snap. Solano picks up this gain of about 8 yards on the play. That'll bring up second down. Clock is winding down. Solano once again keeping the ball on the ground. There was a flag on the play. And trying to determine from the officials. Let's see. All right. The officials are conferring right now with the coaches. And either the penalty was declined or the penalty was called off. I'm not quite sure. Oh, no. No, this is in fact a penalty against the red team. Yeah, I'm guessing, Kelly, was probably a holding penalty. And in a holding penalty, you would march it back 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So that'll bring up second down once again for the red team. Jaquez back to pass complete to Solano. Short pass, no gain in the play. That brings up third down and long. But really, Kelly, at this point, if you're the red team, all you need to do, you play conservative, short pass or run plays, and it looks like, unless the blue team can do something, the blue team's hoping for a miracle right now. Looks like the red team is... Oh,
timeout.
Oh, red team's calling a timeout. So this is an interesting strategy, right? So normally, this late in the game with so little time left, you would think the blue team would be the one to call a timeout. Red team is calling timeout. What are they planning to do? Speaking of planning to do, Kelly, what are you planning to do for this Thanksgiving?
Well, this Thanksgiving, we're having our Thanksgiving at our new house.
Nice.
We're very happy about that.
Very good. Well, congratulations. We are hosting Thanksgiving as well at the Ippolito house. I'm going to take this opportunity to give a shout out to Mrs. Ippolito. She is hard at work right now preparing for our Thanksgiving feast. And actually, we're also going to be seeing Ralph Breaks the Internet tonight at the El Capitan Theater in Hollywood. So we're excited about that, opening day. All right. That has nothing to do with football. Let's get back to the football now. Handoff once again to Solano. Short gain on the play. That'll bring up third down now for the red team. All right. So third down now. Hey, Jackson's giving us a shout out. Thank you, Jackson from ASB. We're going to give you a shout out right back at you, Jackson. All right, third down for the red team. Evan Jaquez once again in the backfield, along with Solano. All right, Jaquez, the pass is incomplete, intended for Solano. That'll now bring up fourth down. Now, Kelly, so now we're in a fourth down situation. Red team's final opportunity to convert, depending on how much time is left on the clock. So red team's going to punt, and the blue team is therefore going to take over possession. If they can do big things on this punt return, Kelly, it could mean a tie ball game for the blue team.
Wow.
This is once again, this is another exciting moment of the game where anything can happen. Anything can always happen in Turkey Bowl football. It's been my understanding, and I don't have the statistics in front of me, Kelly, but it's been my understanding that the blue team has won the last several years. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yeah,
yes.
I believe the 8th grade PE teachers have been talking about this for a while now. All right, there's the punt. Good punt and a good punt return.
Oh, shoot.
So, Ryden Rogers makes the flagpole for the red team. Blue team is now going to take over first down on the blue team 40-yard line. And I think if I heard correctly, do we hear down on the field we have less than a minute to play? Less than a minute to play now in the ball game. And this is, oh my goodness, this is a hurry-up offense for the blue team. They're sending several receivers downfield. And there's another pick by the red team. Who got the interception on that play?
Evan.
That was Evan. So not only is he the quarterback for the red team, but he also pulled up the big defensive play for the red team with the interception. Oh my goodness, Kelly.
Wow.
If you're a red team fan, you are really celebrating right now. All right. So once again, I think at this point, blue team's hoping for something. They need something big. They need some big defensive miracle at this point. And of course, if you're the red team, you're just going to play it cool and let the clock run down. But we have time for at least a couple more plays, I believe. 12:57, 3 minutes left in the school day. Solano once again with the run, pickup of 7 yards on the play. He'll bring up second down for the red team. $20 seconds left on the game clock. Hey, on behalf of RioTV, we're going to say a big thank you to all of the students on the field, all of our 8th graders who are participating, our players, coaches, everybody who was helping out with the team, all of our fans, the Turkey Bowl cheerleaders. We'll do some more thank yous right after this play. And that's the end of the ball game. And the final score, Kelly, do you want to give that final score of the ball game?
16-8.
16-8 in favor of the red team. Red team, congratulations. Since we were doing thank yous, we just want to give, again, a big thank you to everybody on the field. Also, big thank you to all of our teachers and 7th graders in the classrooms. Big thank you to ASB, our custodial staff, Mr. Kunkel, our tech guy, who always provides outstanding tech support for every event that we do. We're going to give a big thank you to, our counselors, our classified staff, our administrators. We are so thankful to be at a great school here, Rio Norte Junior High School. Ms. Reike, I'm going to give you one more shout out because you gave us a shout out. Thank you. Gratitude all around. We're very excited. Exciting game. Ladies and gentlemen, Rio Norte Junior High School students, staff, family, and friends, please have a wonderful Thanksgiving on behalf of Cameron and Bella, Ava, Kelly, and myself, everybody on the RioTV live stream team, all the RioTV team down on the field and in the studio. We want to thank you again for joining us. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Have a great holiday. Enjoy your time with your family and friends. And Ava, we are out.